Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. We, along with our friend Alan, have taken control of a rental property. It's a studio apartment that we are going to renovate slightly. It doesn't need a lot of work, and then we're going to rent it out for holiday rentals, aren't we?
We are. It's quite an exciting project actually, isn't it? It's the first time we've done anything like this.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do something like this, and this opportunity came up. Basically we're renting it, and it's stupidly low price to rent it, and it doesn't need a huge amount of work. It's just the normal little bits and pieces like furniture and little things like that. And yeah, there's a good opportunity for us to rent it out. We're on our way to it now. It's only a 3-minute walk away from the main bars in Peyia, and it's a lovely little studio. It's got everything you need. So we are going to walk there now, and we'll show you around it. Okay guys, so this is it. This is the studio. Now you have to use your imagination just a little bit because it does need some work. But out here, it has its own little courtyard area, which is nice and secluded. There's no one overlooking it. There's a tamer. We've got Alan there. This hot tub, it's not that old actually, and it's absolutely brilliant for what we're going to need. It does need some work done to it just to get it working, and then all of that will be cladded. We've got the cladding already, but it just needs fixing for now. Out here, this floor, we're just going to give a bit of a tidy up, a bit of a repaint, get some outdoor furniture. But then yeah, this is the studio itself. So as you come in, you have this nice wall here. That's where clearly a TV is going to go, and then it's going to be a bed over here. This area here will be cleared, and that's going to be where a nice like wood stove or something like that will go there, whether it's a real wood stove or an electric one, something like that. But it looks great. And the ceiling is all this wood, aircon, fan. This was only renovated, I think, in the last couple of years, so it doesn't need a huge amount. It's just the normal stuff, you know. Over there where Alan is, we're going to look for some kind of cabinet where people can hang their clothes and things. And there'll be a couple of chairs as well, probably just in front of the fire here. We'll put a couple of chairs on a little table. This kitchen is bigger than what we really need, so we're probably going to lob it off there, so there's extra living space. It's not really needed. We're going to get an air fryer. Now something like this we're thinking is going to be for people who are on holiday, and they're not really going to be eating here, but it's good to have it anyway, isn't it? In here we have the bathroom, and as you can see, it's looking quite nice. Shower around the back here. It's all been done, like I say, not that long ago. It's in really good condition. It's just a case of tidying it up. Things like this, where there was a bar here, a breakfast bar, so we just need to tidy that up.
Did someone say air fryer?
Here he comes with it.
To fill a pos. record time, that.
There we go.
15 seconds.
That's one thing down. We don't need to get an air fryer now. Perfect.
Just reminded me I've got that.
But yeah, as you can see, not a lot of work needs doing to it. It's just furniture and a bit of paint, a bit of tidying up, and then we are good to go. Let us know what you think. For this holiday rental, we need a few bits, don't we?
We do, yeah, just to finish it all off and make it ready.
As you saw, it's pretty much there actually, but there's furniture and just some nice stuff really. So we need to we're going to look for a log burner to go in that nice little area, whether it's electric or a proper one. I'd like to get a proper one, but
that would be a really nice experience, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And then there's a few other bits, you know, just like we need to get some plaster, we need to get a bit of paint, just little bits like that, you know, the stuff that you don't really put on the list, but you know you're going to need at some point.
The essentials.
So anyway, we've come to Super Home Centre to have a look for those things. And that is where we are now. And we like it here. It's quite a good place. Pretty much got everything you need.
I was about to say that. It's got literally everything. It makes me think a bit of like a B&Q back in England.
I'd like to have something a bit closer to Peyia actually. Like just a local DIY shop or whatever, but we're here, we're going to have a little look through and see what we can find.
You definitely want to make sure you've got one of these handy, a fire blanket just in case.
Yeah, stuff like this is what we're going to need.
These are the little things that, like you say, you very easily forget about. So these little bits in the middle of the aisles are quite handy because they're full of all those little odds and sods that you don't remember.
Stuff like this.
Yeah, pure brilliant white.
Just some white paint we're going to need.
So There's,
It's quite expensive though, isn't it? Some of this paint, especially the import stuff like
the Dulux would be, yeah.
a bit of polyfiller we're going to need.
What's that? Oh yeah, polyfiller.
There's a few little blemishes on the wall and we want it to be perfect, so
Yeah. We want people to come in and be like, wow, this is gorgeous.
a couple of paintbrushes.
Yeah, we'll need a few of those.
The whole thing doesn't need to be painted, but just where we're going to touch up the
Like the plaster
polyfiller.
and
Some of the
things.
plaster bits need retouching up,
Yeah.
so we'll paint over that.
So how much do you think we're going to need?
We don't need a lot, but it's just finding the right one because it's not, because it's all in Greek, isn't it? So
Yeah. Okay, now on to cleaning equipment as well.
yeah, so it's all stuff like this, really, isn't it? Just a mop.
Yeah, mop.
Things. See, that's the stuff. That's the thing. Things like that you don't necessarily think about, isn't it? It's the stuff
Yeah,
you've got to
you
use
think
to
about like
clean
the
it
big
with.
furnitures and stuff like that, but this is the everyday things that are going to have to be used and that are
But
really
it all adds
important.
up. It all adds up, you see, and it's all things that you want decent stuff, but you don't want the cheap stuff because it's got to
It's got to last a bit, yeah.
Hopefully, it's good. We're gonna, it's going to be busy, isn't it? So
Yeah.
we're going to be constantly replenishing it.
We're obviously going to need to get some cleaning equipment as well, like the sprays and things like that as well.
That's the kind of thing I'm thinking. I think all it needs to be, because we need a couple of chairs. It's only a very small space, so a couple of chairs like this.
Something quite simple. It's not going to take up too much room, but
With
also
a
it
nice
looks quite nice.
table like that, something like this
Mm-hmm.
in the middle. I think that's all. That's all we're going to need.
Yeah, something quite simple. I think maybe like a nest table, like that might be a good idea, like that one there, because they can then move the other table next to the bed if they wanted or anything
Well,
like
that's
that.
it, because we are going to need to have a little cabinet next to the bed. So,
Yeah,
where are people going to store their clothes and things?
yeah.
There's not really room for like a big wardrobe.
No. But there are like different types of cupboards that we could look at.
Yeah. So
There are a few different shops we can try as well.
we've now come to Sun Tower Plaza, which is where we bought our desk, chair, and some bits. And we
Yeah, I think it's a good place to have a look at the furniture and the towels and the bedding, that sort of thing as well.
we need like a cupboard thing.
Yeah, we need like a wardrobe cupboard, we need the bed, we need the mattress, and obviously all of the linens that go alongside it as well. So we're going to have a look at everything, work out all the pricing, and we've also got to measure up as yet as well.
Yeah, that's it. I think we're just going to have a little look, see what the prices are whilst we're here. And
Yeah.
go
Give us
from
a
there.
bit of an idea, doesn't it?
Yep. Here we go. So here are some beds. So 249 was that metal bed there, but that's been sold. It gives you an idea though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. They've got quite a few options actually.
There is. There's quite a lot of beds here.
So which ones do we think would fit best with the style as well?
Well, what is the style?
It's kind of modern, isn't it? You've got lots of white tiles, and the walls are going to be white as well.
But it's also got that wood effect wall.
Yeah, which is where the telly's going to be in front of.
But we only want a double,
Yeah.
just because of the space. Something like this might be alright. It's quite nice.
Yeah, with the dark headboard.
Yeah. Don't know, there's lots, isn't there? There's beds.
There is,
There's
yeah.
lots to choose from.
There's plenty to choose from.
We like this one. This is the wood effect, which is similar to the wall that's in there already, but the headboard is this, so it saves floor space by having cabinets next to it because people can just put their phones and things on charge there.
Yeah, I think it also looks a bit different as well, doesn't it? Kind of stands out a bit, which is quite nice.
Yeah, it does look nice.
Yes, walnut, 309.50.
390, that is pretty good for this. Dimensions 160 by 200, obviously.
The mattress will be on top as well,
Is that
won't
the
it?
mattress?
I assume that's the mattress price because it's wrote on there.
And 395 for the mattress. So 700 quid, 700 euros,
Yeah,
and then you got your full bed. That could be the one.
that could
As long
very
as
well
it's like
be.
a solid wood though.
It feels quite solid.
Yeah, that's a good contender, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a really good contender.
We are now on our way to Philippos because we need to get a few suppliers because we're going to host a little barbecue, aren't we?
We are. We're quite looking forward to it. It's going to be our first barbecue with a few friends.
Yeah, now we've been round Alan and Debbie's a few times now.
Yeah.
So this time they're going to come around ours. Now I really want to do traditional Greek souvlaki. I know it's a fairly straightforward meal, isn't it? It's basically just chicken or pork kebabs, essentially,
Yeah.
isn't it? On skewers, but marinated and things like that. So it's for us to get into it. And our first one here is quite a nice, simple one. So we're going to go to Philippos, get a few bits, and then I can get on with like marinating everything, and then we're good to go.
Yeah, we're starting off slow. We're just Debbie and Alan to start with.
Yeah.
So if it goes wrong, we're sorry, guys.
Yeah, exactly. And then what we're going to be doing probably next month, I imagine, in May, we're hopefully hosting a larger barbecue where we're going to have more people come around, if this one goes right, which I'm sure will.
Yes, a training one.
Yeah. Successful trip to Philippos. As always, though, got way too much stuff. Got some Kio, because I know Alan and Debbie love Kio. Chicken breasts. I'm going to chop these up for the souvlaki. Different sort of marinades. And then over here we've got some pork loins. And I'm going to make my own marinade for those. And then we've got all of the different veg and salads and all sorts of things. Some alcohol freebie there for me. Because the day after the barbecue, we are flying back to the UK, aren't we?
We are, yeah. We're heading back to the UK just for a couple of days to go and visit your nan and also to pick her up.
Yeah, she's coming back to visit for the UK, isn't she? Come back from the UK to visit here.
So we're going to pick her up to bring her back so she can come and visit for a couple of weeks.
Honestly, these windows, because of the dust storms we've been having, and it's not just these windows, it's the glass all around the perimeter of the place as well. We need to give all of that a clean, because those recent dust clouds, when it rains, it then brings all of the dust down, doesn't it? So it makes everything filthy. And of course, as always, we want it to be nice and spick and span.
We're busy prepping ready for the barbecue this afternoon, and Paul is on the meat duty. So he is prepping all of the pork at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, so pork loins. I found a good recipe because we're doing the traditional souvlakis. So I've got a marinade there, which is the extra virgin olive oil. There's lemon in there from our lemon tree. There's salt, pepper, and I put a bit of paprika in there as well. It's what I've realised is actually it's really simple. It's a really simple thing, is doing this, and it's so popular over here. And obviously, being it's very traditional as well. I thought maybe it'd be a bit more complicated, but it's not. There's nothing to it really. It's more about how the meat is cooked and the marinade and making sure it's nice and juicy and everything. So I'm really excited to get this going. Actually, we've got the souvlaki grill, which we bought with the motor, so that should turn them nicely. Yeah, we're just going to make some pizzas with some salad. So yeah, prepping this now so this can sit in the fridge for a few hours, ready for this afternoon.
Last week I was invited by Emma to go to walking netball, and although I was really nervous to go for the first time, I enjoyed it, and it was a good bit of exercise and a good way to meet new people. So I'm going again, so I've got my workout gear on ready, and while I'm going to be there, Paul is actually going out to meet Alex, and they're going to play golf as well. So that's going to be quite nice. A nice start to the day before our lovely barbecue. Here is the barbecue all set up. Paul has marinated all of the chicken and all of the pork, and this is the first time we've ever done this before, so we've got our fingers crossed that it's going to spin properly. And you can see some bits over here are spinning but some bits aren't, so fingers crossed that it all starts to cook properly.
Pretty pleased with how that came out, to be honest. First time doing the old traditional souvlakis, and yeah, the motors, bit of a panic at first because they weren't spinning properly, but once they started to cook and they sort of clenched onto the skewer, they're all right. But yeah, otherwise we are enjoying ourselves over here.
nice. What?
Pork, chicken. We've got those which are called.
Chef Dahlia.
There we go. Nice salad. That's a pretty decent meal, that, isn't it? What are we saying? You looking
This
for
is absolutely delicious.
That's
We'll do
been
this
good.
again, please.
Yeah,
That's the
absolutely.
one, innit?
I took Nan to the zoo. This was Paphos Zoo, and I've been myself a couple of times already, but Nan was really looking forward to getting to see the animals. She loves birds, so she really enjoyed looking through the birds of prey, and there's quite a range of them there as well. It only cost us less than €19 each to get in, and we bought some fish food too. She enjoyed looking at the traditional house, which was here from right at the beginning before the zoo was even built, and actually it's such a small room, but 5 people lived here. We looked at the goats, which we watched the goats on our hills, and look at them trying to climb out because they're desperate to get some food. Nan was enjoying the big birds as well, so she's trying to take lots of photos so she can look back at her memories when she gets back home in the UK. It was a lovely warm day, and I was really excited actually to see the sun bear, because when we came last time he wasn't out, so we got to see him eating his food as well. I love the range of animals that you get here in this zoo, and we even sat down and watched the whole of the bird show. The bird show launches 3 times a day and it's completely free to go in, and it's a really exciting way to learn about the parrots and all the different types of birds in this region, and all of the monkeys around the outside are quite fun to watch on the way out too. We got to explore all of the museums, and that was one of Nan's favourite parts, getting to look through all the different types of clothes in the olden days, because that's what she loves to see. We looked around the souvenir shop as well.
We had a storm this past weekend, which has really annoyed me, because that means I've got to clean these bloody windows again. Although, to be honest with you, I think this time I'm going to get a window cleaner in, because it's quite a lot, to be honest, and I'd rather not do it anymore. It was fun the first time, not so fun the second time, definitely not going to be very fun the third time. So yeah, maybe a window cleaner. If anyone knows any local window cleaners to Peyia, let me know in the comments. My nan has enjoyed her time over here. She was here for 10 days, and as you saw, we went to the zoo. She went to Tala Monastery, plenty of shopping trips, plenty of walks along the coast, and she's had a great time. She's now back in the UK. Tamer flew back with her on Tuesday evening, landed in the UK at 11:30, and ended up getting back to my nan's house at about 1:30 in the morning. Then at 5 o'clock in the morning, she was up, back to the airport to come back here. So she's been very, very tired. So she's in bed now, having a nice lay-in, as she quite rightly deserves. But yeah, it's been a lovely few days. The weather is now absolutely stunning, and looking at the 10-day forecast, it's clear skies and bright sunshine, and temperature getting ever closer to that 30 degrees. What a life to have here in Cyprus, eh? Thank you very much indeed for watching. Leave a comment below, love to hear from you. We'll see you in next week's video.